Hi guys, welcome to my channel over here where today we're going to do a small short first impressions. There's only a few products that are new, so the stuff that's not new I would do off camera, but I'll also let you guys know what I'm trying off camera. I was at Ulta and I haven't seen anybody talk about these 4 products. We have an Ulta beauty product, a Lancôme, and 2 Colourpop products. I could be wrong. They could be out there and people are talking about, but I haven't really seen them like you see most stuff. And I don't know how new this stuff is to me, but it's new to me. So we're gonna try it out. So please give the video a thumbs up. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, especially if you enjoy these types of videos of first impressions, beauty products, and go ahead and make sure the bell notification's on so you're notified of all my uploads. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, put on the stuff that's not new. We'll come back on and we will put on this new product. So let's get started. All right, guys, so we are back. So I put on my e.l.f. Whoa Glow sunscreen for a glowy primer. And then on top of that, and our sunscreen, of course, is the Revlon Luminous Skin Caring Foundation in the shade 201 as our foundation. And then I just set the T-zone, so just a little bit here and down here, and then like my pore area with the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. Make sure you check out any of my speed reviews. Those are reviews for any of these products that I try on these first impressions. I do these speed reviews at the end of every month. If it's a skincare product, I usually wait and don't put that in that month's speed review. I usually wait a month or so. And even some makeup products, I put in a speed review later on if I feel like I need to try it out a little bit more. And then for eyeshadow, we did the Revlon Ultimate Nudes. This is going to be in this month's speed review. It hasn't been in one yet because I did want to try it out more. We did this lighter shade. Yeah, that lighter shade first. And then we went in with this dark shade. It's coming across as like a pink on camera, but it's a darker brown. And then we went in with this on the crease. And then I put this as eyeliner on the lower lash line. So those are the products that we have tried off camera. So our first new product is going to be this Ulta Beauty Lip Quench Hydrating Lip Balm. I haven't seen anyone use this. This is going to be kind of like a simple, easy, very minimum makeup type of thing. So this is going to be our only lip product today. So we're going to put it on now and we're going to wear it for the rest of this video. And I will give you guys my final first impression thoughts at the end of the video. I do that with all my first impressions. I'll tell you guys, okay, this is really nice. This is good. This is great. Okay, this is now a product that I'm not so sure about. But again, I will try all these products out more throughout the month and put them in a speed review. Sometimes, like I said, they're not in the month that I tried them speed review, but 9 times out of 10 the makeup is, and then the skincare is usually a month or so later. So here's what this looks like. I really like it. It's nice and glossy and wet, and I like that in a lip balm and a gloss, and it's really comfortable. It's not sticky at all. I really like this. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing anyone talk about this or use this, but so far so good. All right, now we have a new concealer. So the lady at Ulta, I picked this up as it is, and I was in line, and I don't know her age. So you guys don't know if you don't know, but you know if you know. I am 36, so I've got some aging under the eyes, a little bit aging on my face, not too much. So the biggest concerns I have on my face is texture and sun damage spots, because growing up I was not someone who wore a lot of sunscreen. I definitely do a lot better of a job at that now. I'm very religious on it all year round. I try to get my kids to all year round. They don't do it all year round, but definitely in the summertime. But my under eyes is my main concern issue for aging concerns. And she looked a little bit older than me, and she says she loves this concealer. So I'm excited to try it out. I love trying out new concealers. I have so many. If you guys are interested, and not necessarily a shop my stash video, but just going through all of my makeup products, whether that be the products I have in my vanity that I pull for a lot, or other products I have set aside in like a tote in my closet that I don't really use often or don't use at all, but just products I've tried out or the products that I love, we can go ahead and go through and do a video of that, and you can see what my collection looks like. This is the Lancôme all over concealer. I have in 215, which I was very surprised because I thought I would be more of a neutral, but this is more of a warm one. And I swatched it, walked around, looked at some other stuff, and then came back to it, and that looked like a good shade match. But she really highly recommended this, so I'm excited to give it a try. It is a correcting multi-usage, multitasking concealer. It's buildable coverage, and it's supposed to be medium. Now, I don't use a lot, so for me, I would probably have to really build it up to get it to be medium to full. Because of my problems under my eyes, I don't like to use a lot. However, I do a different way of applying my concealer these days and setting it. Here's what the doe foot looks like and the packaging. I really like Lancôme. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on off camera, you guys? I just now saw it. So I like to do this. So we're going to do this real quick. I picked up the Lancôme La Base Pro primer here. It's like a smoothing primer during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. And I will use it every so often on my full face, but I really like it for under my eyes. I do have a little bit of texture under my eyes too. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see. I do have a pretty much app that I usually use to film my videos that I'm able to zoom in on. However, there's something going on with that app, so I can't use that. I'm using just my normal camera. But typically I could zoom in. I've done that before. But let me just show you guys. You see how smoothing that is? And I've got some texture right here, and then the fine lines, wrinkles. I have dark circles. Like I said, my under eye area is definitely my problem area. So we're gonna tap that in, let it sit for just a minute, and then we will apply the concealer. I apologize. I spaced about it. But this is really, really good. Like I said, I do try it every so often on my whole face. I don't use it too often on my whole face. I have other primers I enjoy better, like my Danessa Myricks. I love that balm for my full face. It's nice and smoothing and blurring. And you're wondering why also I have this up higher than this sleeve, because you know, when you put yourself out there on social media, you get a lot of critiques. I get a lot of people with some rude comments, but I have tough skin. I've gone through a long life. Tough skin, I can deal with it. But in case you're wondering, when I was doing my hair today, I burnt the heck out of my arm. I don't know. Yeah, right here with my curling wand. So I'm trying, I've put some aloe vera on it. I need to put some more on it after this video, but I'm trying not to let this touch my skin. That's why. All right, so yeah, that's an amazing, amazing primer. We're gonna go ahead real quick and do the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. This is such an amazing dupe to the Benefit mascara. So we're gonna go ahead. I was gonna do this very last. Lately, I've been putting mascara on after I set my face, like with setting spray, and I was gonna do that after the video. I was just gonna put this on after the video and set my face with the setting spray off camera afterwards, which I'll still do that. But we'll go ahead while we're letting that sink in and apply this. I like doing the mascara after the setting spray because sometimes you get setting spray on your mascara and then it kind of smears and smudges. But while we're waiting for that, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. But yeah, this is such a great dupe, you guys, to the Benefit. We did a dupes video, my first dupes video, and I think everything was a dupe, besides possibly maybe the Flower Beauty contour wand and the, which one was it? The Tarte wand. I feel like they're alternatives, not maybe necessarily a dupe, and I do not like that Flower Beauty one. I've tried it a few times. It's just, it dries way too fast. That's a problem. I've been able to use it and work with it a lot better and get it to work a lot easier than I did in that dupes video, but it's still definitely not a favorite. I don't use it very often at all. All right, now that that's sunk in, let's go in with this concealer, and we are going to just apply a little bit. I like to start with this eye first, 9 times out of 10, because this is like my worst eye, and I always apply one eye at a time, not knowing how much you're gonna need, not knowing how fast it dries. So we're gonna start out with that much, and then we will work our way up if we have to. And that looked like that's a good amount, at least for my eyes. I mean, the fact I have dark circles, it definitely usually requires more than some people would need. And sometimes I do color correct, but we are trying out this concealer and I don't want to color correct off camera and then come on camera and try this out. And then I have to, you know, I like to show you guys what it looks like without and then with. But that, oh, and this is BK Beauty 110. Love this. I've used this for a powder brush as well. Love it for that, but I absolutely love it for concealer. And that blended beautifully. Look at that, you guys, with and without. I would definitely say that's medium coverage for my eyes. And then I'm just gonna go lightly over it like that just to make sure it's blended in with that foundation. Now we'll go ahead and apply to this eye. Yeah, guys, that's so nice. Nice coverage. It's not too full coverage for me. Again, I think any concealer, sometimes, you know, if it's a very light coverage concealer, you can apply a lot and it not end up being like a full coverage medium. But for the most part, I feel like the coverage really does, not fully, not just on how much you apply, but I feel like a lot of times it does matter how much is applied on, if it's full, medium, light. But I did not apply that much, and this really was a great medium coverage. Like, look at that. So good. Now we're gonna blend that, make sure it's all blended in with that foundation. And all concealers crease on me, so I don't necessarily go off of does it not crease at all, does it crease. I go off of how much it creases. So also make sure you check the description box, because down below I will leave everything that I've tried, everything that's new down below, with also a link in case you guys want to try this stuff out. But I will also leave a description with the description on how most of this stuff wore. I don't usually do a wear test for everything. It's usually complexion products like foundation, concealer. So as far as the concealer, I will definitely do a wear test. I'm heading to the gym after this, like I usually do after all these videos, because I go to the gym a couple times a week. I will say I've not been the best at that lately, so I'm trying to get back into it. But I won't leave a wear test for the bronzer and the blush that we're trying next from Colourpop. I'll go ahead and leave a wear test for how this wears throughout drinking. I usually don't really eat throughout the day. I usually just eat dinner and maybe, well, sometimes a snack and then dinner, but like late evening snack, like 3, 4-ish. So I'll go ahead and do a wear test for that, and then for the concealer. But the blush and bronzer, we will just have to wait and see in the speed reviews how I feel about it. All right, so now we have these two products. Again, I'm not sure how new this stuff is. New to me. I haven't seen anyone talk about the matte bronzer and the pressed powder blush from Colourpop. We have it in New to You and Avila Beach. So let's see here. The next shade up seemed to be too dark, but this one seemed to be too light. So we shall see. I might have to, depending on the product, I might just have to go back and get a different shade. I like the undertone of that, but we shall see how it applies to my skin as far as if it shows up or not. And then here is the New to You blush. Ooh, that's pretty. I think that's really great for fall and winter, and that's why I picked that shade. It looked like it would be a really good shade. All right, guys. So let's apply this bronzer first. These are the last two products we have, so let's give it a try. There's not a lot of kickback, a little bit in the pan. Tap off the excess, and I like to at least start out by tapping, and then I'll start swirling. Okay, that's showing up. Okay. It's a nice, light, subtle, but it's showing. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply up on the forehead too. I used to not be someone who did this because of my sun damaged spots up there, but I've been enjoying putting bronzer up there lately. I'm just applying it in a very certain spot, strategically. Also, the polished horse has been helping so well with my sun damaged spots, and I'm trying a new skincare product that actually just started last night for like sun damaged spots, like dark spots. So we shall see. Again, speed review. It definitely won't be in this one because I'm filming this on the 18th of April, so it's too late in the month to be able to tell you guys. And like I said, I typically don't anyways share skincare the same month I use it, but I am excited to try it and see how it works and share with you guys. All right, so that's how bronzer looks. If you look just straight ahead, you can definitely see it's very light and subtle, at least with that shade. If I went up a shade, it would probably be very noticeable. But there's definitely times I like to just have a natural look, and that looks natural. It doesn't look muddy to me. It blended so nicely. And this concealer is creasing just slightly, but I did not set it. I will not set the concealer. I'm trying new stuff with concealers. I won't set it the first time I use it, and then the next day I'll wear it and I'll set it and see how it wears. Does it wear better unset or set for me? Because makeup is different for everybody, right? So again, first impressions, the concealer is just that, first impressions. But then speed reviews, I'll have my final thoughts for you guys. All right, now we're gonna go in with the blush here, top off excess because I don't know how much I need. I don't want to get too ham. Oh yeah, that's enough. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's so subtle, at least on my skin, but that shade is gorgeous. I think this is going to be such a pretty shade for fall and winter. Sorry, I got a message from my boss. She likes to message me on my days off. That had some kickback, a little bit more I feel like than the bronzer, but not too bad. So pretty. Look at that, you guys. So pretty. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And then we will just assess the situation. I may have applied a little too much on that side. So let's see if... Okay, I'm gonna take this. I don't always do this. Lately I have been, and we're just going over and kind of making sure everything is pressed in and looks good. Just lightly pressing it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spray now real quick. It's the e.l.f. Halo Dewy Coconut, because we're dewy today. I'm trying to bring on the summer vibes, you guys. We had some nice warm weather here, and then now it's spring weather, which is interesting because where I live, we don't usually get spring weather, but we're kind of getting it this year for the first time in, God, I don't even know how long. All right, so real quick, we're going to go over these products just real fast on how, I think I missed a spot on my face. It feels dry right there in the middle. There we go. Just real quick on how I feel about these new products, just real fast, my final first impressions. And then, like I said, speed review. You guys just make sure you subscribe, you have that bell notification on, and make sure you watch the speed reviews. Okay, so for this, I've taken a drink of my energy drink a few times throughout this video, and it's still just as glossy and wet looking, and it feels so comfortable, you guys. This is something I would wear alone like this for a minimum no makeup type of look. Definitely would wear this. During that time, I would wear it like I do most lip balms, where I apply something like this to hydrate my lips, nourish them while I'm doing my makeup, and then go in with my makeup product. I would wear it like that. I'd wear it at bedtime. I would throw it in my purse and wear it alone at work. This is, I don't know why no one's talking about this. Why are you guys not talking about this? I really like this. Really like it. I don't recall the price on everything besides the concealer, because this was the only high-end thing, and it was like 30 something. I'll have the prices down in the description box with the product links and everything, but not a bad price. Totally worth it, my opinion, and final first impressions. Concealer, I'm really liking this. My under eyes are covered like I like them. I would definitely say for the amount I apply, medium, and I didn't apply too much. I've seen people apply way more than that. It's very smooth. It's barely creasing without setting it. So again, tomorrow I'll set it and we'll see how it works set. And the shade is such a good shade match. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right, blush and bronzer from Colourpop. They both applied really smoothly. Both have some kickback in the pan. The blush has a little bit more than the bronzer, but that's not always a big issue to me. They applied really smoothly. It looks natural and beautiful. This is a good shade if you have the same skin tone as me, you want that natural type of look. If you want it to be noticeable that you're bronzed, like if you want an actual bronzed look, like summer bronze, I would go up a shade or two, but this in Avila Beach is a good shade for that natural, no makeup type of look. And it really, you know, powder foundation or powder products like a blush and bronzer can be very powdery. This doesn't look or feel powdery. It's not smudging. It's not patchy. It applied really well. I like it. And the blush, the same. Again, a little bit of kickback, a little bit more, but it's so no makeup, natural type of color. I love the shade. Not powdery. It went over really well on top of my skin. That setting spray, it set it down really well. So we'll see how these wear throughout the day. Make sure, again, first impressions is just a first impression. So make sure you watch my final review and my speed reviews at the end of the month. But I'm really liking this. Good product. All right, guys, this was a good video. Not a lot of new products. I get that, but I just saw a few things at Ulta and picked them up and thought I would jump on and share them with you guys. I know I've been kind of MIA and I apologize for that. We have been so busy. Lillian started track and she just started her track meet, so that's keeping us busy. I was really sick for about a week. Work has kept me busy. While I was sick for that whole week, I only had one day off, so I was working a lot. So I do apologize. While she's in track for the next couple months, it might be hit or miss when I'm on, but I promise you I will at least have one video a week for you guys. That is a dedication, I promise. But more than that, I can't promise that, and I do apologize. After things settle down at home, we will be back to our 3 videos a week. So that's what's going on there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate all your support. Please subscribe before you leave. I'd love to have you part of my family on here. And I'll leave all my socials down below. I'm not really on too much other than TikTok and Instagram. And I do more beauty content over there as well. More like short-term beauty content. So make sure you follow me on both of those as well. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be back at some point soon. Bye.